Hello, hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing a-okay. We've been playing some more Zelda today, and YouTube seems to be being a little bit wonky right now, but that's okay. We're just gonna give it a shot, see what happens. It'll either be awesome or terrible. There is no in between. Naturally. But welcome to stream, everyone. Does anyone remember where we were before? Because I don't. Not even actually close. Oh, that's right. We just got done with the water temple. Okay, so we completed the water temple. We also did a couple of things that had to do with the giant's knife, or the big Oron sword, I guess, in this case. Also, if you actually look at our progress in this game, like, we're doing pretty well, but it's all over the place, man. Like, how do we just miss Fire Temple? Right, because we don't have... Because we need... Wait, we actually needed to do... So we needed the hook shot before we could get to Nehru's Sanctum or whatever, so that we could get to... so that we could go and get Nehru's love. We need the hook shot for that. Which is strange, but... Well, actually, we needed to be here anyway. Which works out well. I know I was going to play some Mario 64 mods today, but then I decided, oh, let's hop on over to the YouTube and see how that goes. Haven't been on YouTube in a little while, at least not for a live stream anyway. And I figured, why not give it a shot? You know, what is the worst that could happen? Or no, we didn't need the hook shot. We needed the boots. We didn't actually need to do the water temple first, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. Because if you recall, we actually got this. No, don't you dare. He dared. It's like a 12-mile fall. Great. I didn't want that hard anyway. How did you know? Honestly. That's insane. Hold on just a second. Sorry, still getting some weird stuff here. I really wish I knew what that noise was for. It's I don't know, that's weird. Very strange. But anywho, that's what. That's I know that's part of the music that we were just playing. But you know what I think it is? So there was a little thing that I had set up. And I'm not sure if I think it might be something with that. So I had this idea where, like, whenever there was a little, like you know, like a little bit too much silence, that I would be able to. What's the word I'm looking for? Like, music would automatically start playing, and I think that's a good idea, but it's a little bit weird in practice because sometimes you'll get those moments where, like, it's quiet enough for, like, I don't know, half a second or something, and then you get but Navi, what do you want? We should seek the power bestowed by the three goddesses. You should bestow goddesses upon me. Got him. Nehru's depths. I always knew Nehru would be the one to cause me the most distress. Don't do it. Nope, I don't have my shield and I don't want to put it on. I don't know why I'm gonna die on this hill, apparently. I've just always liked it better. The no shield look is far superior. Bite me, I'm not wrong. Okay, now I'm like curious if you could do this chunk of the game without the blue tunic. Because grinding out rupees to get another one would have been a huge pain in the ass, honestly. So I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we wouldn't have to do that. There was the like the last time that about did us in, if I'm honest. It it was something, that's for sure. Also, hold up, this song, kind of awesome. It's subtle. It's got a flair of goodness to it. It does. Okay. Is bubble? No, do not touch. Do I have to destroy these bubbles? I guess I can run my face into them. Well, that was pointless, as one might anticipate. It did nothing. Nothing at all. And with that in mind, hold on, am I supposed to... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't think that was going to do anything. What exactly is your plan? What do we do here? There might be something to shoot up top. I was under the impression we maybe had to defeat all the... Oh. They're tricky. They're real tricky, chat. Real goddamn tricky. Alright, show me the goods. Well, that was wild, dude. That blew me away. Whoa. What happened? Okay, it's a water wall. That's really cool. I like that. This is a cool effect. Damn good effect. Very good. Heckin' YouTube making things complicated. Of course. Sniper, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I wonder why those two colored crystals are connected to the barred door. Probably because you gotta hit them. While being careful of this man. Okay, yeah, you know, that's the definition of fuck around and find out, I suppose. A part of the no shield challenge that genuinely doesn't matter. It's not even a no shield challenge. I just lost my shield at some point and I was like, I love it. Aggression. Be aggressive. That escalated? It did. I've also noticed that that my chat on the right isn't updating. For whatever reason. Yeah, all those messages that you just sent came through all at once. It do be YouTube, apparently. Fantastic. What you up to there, buddy? What do you mean? What do you need? Bubbles, help. Actually, I can take care of them. Dakunuts, dude, the best thing in the entire game, honestly. Second only, maybe to probably to the sling, or not the slingshot, the second only to the boomerang. Yeah, and like it's weird because like that time it came through right away. Like your chat message came through immediately. Oh, YouTube. Hey, at least it ain't Twitch, right? Damn. Why are you making sudden noises? Why are you doing that? I'm really curious why it did that. They suck so bad. Nah, you said it, not me. I mean, it's true, but like also, if I don't see your message, that's probably why. Nothing against you or anything, buddy. It just is how it is, man. They really like to make you shoot through things. Here's a small hole. Shoot through it. Here's this thing. Shoot through it. I don't know where to go. Shoot through it. Where do I go? This all seems pointless. Okay. I don't know what that means or anything. Pretty true, unfortunately. But yeah, Twitch is being an asshole, so I'm like, all right, you know, we'll try it. we'll come over here to the YouTube for a wee bit. Hang out with the crew. That ain't it, homie. Okay, well, at least now we know what he needs to do. Like I said, they love making you just shoot through things. The video game. How's my day been? Not bad, you know? I mean, it's chill. I spent most of my time awake working on getting everything working for stream today. Which probably won't even end up being that long because Zara had like a 12-hour day on Monday, so it'll probably be a short stream, but that's fine. I mean, I kind of wanted to, you know, hop over here and do a YouTube stream for a little while anyway, because, yeah, you know, you gotta keep the YouTube homies happy once in a while. You know, you gotta let them eat sometime. And what better game to feed them on than Zelda mod that is kind of awesome. And by kind of awesome, I mean, there was one hallway that completely, you know, encouraged me to make an entire YouTube video. Eat and go with all the Tears shorts. Dude, I'm having a really good time with Tears of the Kingdom. I'm really proud of the one I put out today. I thought it was really good. No, they don't use this mechanic very often in the game. Hold up, piece of heart. Please. Be good. Easy clap. Free refill. Love to see it. Alright, so does this... What is that? Is that a door over there? That raises the water, I'm guessing. Indeed it does. For... what purpose? Oh, no purpose. Got it. I guess if you need to get back up, that's a way that you can do it. That's the only thing I could think of. Yeah, chat. Everyone has access to the tier 3 Kajiro now. I think you have to be a subscriber, but if you're not a subscriber on YouTube, I mean, come on, it's one click. That's kind of cringe. It's super easy. Barely an inconvenient. What is going? Can I get up, please? Oh no, am I gonna get frozen? Gib. I see that one was apparently just a little bit too high. Nothing I can think of. No, don't do it. What did I just tell you? I'm really confused. I don't know exactly what's going on here. What is So that's the switch that I hit earlier. I'm on the other side of the room. Did it hit this again? Oh, I see. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. Kind of a tricky shot. And that did... what for me? Was the answer, nothing? Gib, please. Okay, never mind. Subbed on YouTube and it's cheap. Oh, see, that's a membership. Because God forbid they just have it be consistent. And I guess it doesn't benefit them to make it consistent, but yeah. It reminds me of those commercials. For just 45 cents, you too can support a Newbornkilik. No, let me out. Close. Alright, 45 cents a day would be great money for me. If as opposed to what I'm making now on Twitch. I think it's like $2.50 a month. 45 cents a day would well outweigh that. I don't like you. I just thought you should be aware. Oh yeah, no. This is great. I love it, thanks. I hit another switch around this area. And I'm not really sure what it did for me. There was almost no indication of any good that came out of it. But it kind of led me back to this room, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. First off, I'm gonna wax these enemies, alright? Ooh, free arrows. Ooh, piece of candy. Right, you gotta go, buddy. Give life. Give, please. Nothing. Nothing. So what would I do here? Notably enough, the place that this led to, the place that this led from, rather, was green, which makes me think maybe we need Pharaoh's Wind or something in here, but maybe that's, hold on, actually I should check. Maybe that switch was what we needed for this room here, because I didn't really see any other passageways that we could go. No bubbles? Don't bubble? Actually, supplies? Yes, bubble? Art. He be healing. So did that do anything? Yeah, it's moving now, I guess. All right, but that didn't unlock the other side though. What is this? Really anticipating that unlocking the door, if I'm honest. Well, I'm bamboozled. I kind of thought that's what I was supposed to do. Do I have to step on this first, maybe? No, that would be ridiculous. Who knows? I know, Navi. Strong iron bars. You can't move them with your hands. You have no idea how strong my hands are, alright? I have the strongest hands in the West, alright? I live in the East, but I have the strongest hands in the West, alright? Wonder if all of this is... Hold on, is this a tip, maybe? Well, we can clearly get out there. There's rupees out there. Or this is a cruel joke. A good cruel joke, but... Now I want that cash, chat. Looking forward to it, even. I'm left to assume that I have to... Leave me alone. I'm left to assume that I need to do something else in this room. I didn't really explore this room all that much. Oh, there was a thing that shot water up this way, wasn't there? Oh, I think I can hit this from here. No, it was just the way to actually get up here. Maybe there's something here. We'll never know now. I'm quitting forever, right now. I'm led to believe that there's something... Actually, if I go underwater, I don't think they can hit me. Oh, Sniper, thanks so much for the $2. Appreciate you. Thank you. Big preach. It doesn't show up in chat, apparently. It should. I want it to. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Appreciate it. Apparently Streamlabs is way behind. Which is also what the problem with chat is, most likely. It's really weird because it's like, sometimes it'll be like super super on time, and other times chat will take forever. Like I haven't seen Happy Friday yet on my chat. It is what it is. You can either have an unoptimized site for streaming or a site that hates you. It's really up to you. boy, I sure wish I knew what that did. I mean, I have a rough idea of what it did, but maybe Din's fire in here? I don't know if I would need Din's fire. Can I undo the switch? Can I undo either of these switches? No. No. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe there's another switch that I'm supposed to hit. From like a different angle. What do we have here? I'll try Din's fire. I doubt it's the correct answer, but I do see that there's like places for a torch out there. Or down there. But I don't really know what that would do for me. Okay. That's great. But I can't get under the ice. Looking to see if there's any other little sneaky bits over there that I can get to. And it seems like, no, there are not. Gotta be something. So, the presence of these little brazier things would imply that the water might drain at some point. I'm not confident in that, but it makes sense to me. Maybe it has something to do with this switch. I doubt it. I'm really not sure what was supposed to happen whenever I hit that switch. It didn't seem like anything happened. I would assume that it was something in that room, or at minimum it was maybe that's what activated the flow of water in the main chamber. But that doesn't really seem to do anything for me. No. Hey, I'm underwater. Leave me alone. I'm in the frigid cold water. You can't freeze me. Cold enough as it is. Go away. Anything here? No, that doesn't work. I'm looking for like one of the spots that maybe the gate is torn open or something. There's a door down there. There's no water in that chamber either. I don't think, anyway. Interesting. Well, that's how we gain entry to that spot. I have no more answers than I started with, if I'm honest. I have no idea what that does for me. Nope. Hey, you can't come under here. Laws of the universe prohibit it. Damn. Imagine being that pushy, going underwater. I tried asking it nicely. I haven't. But I have a feeling that it's one of those people that if you tell it no, it'll do it anyway. You know, a criminal. I'm not sure if it would work. All right. We don't need to eliminate that enemy anyway. He's not going to bother us. He would never bother us. He's too scared, all right? I'm the one running away, but but he's too scared. Your friend, however, very brave. Very, very brave. God, the spin attack is so good. Oh, chat, you know what? I had a project I wish we could keep up on more. There was a roguelike dungeon crawler for Ocarina of Time. And every time I use the spin attack, sometimes I'll think about that because they actually nerfed how much you could use the spin attack because it was too powerful. Like, they tied it to the magic meter, and I think that's a really elegant solution to it. Because yeah, it was a little powerful, just like in base game, as evidenced by the fact that anytime I'm in any stress at all, boom, instant spin attack. And the problem usually goes away, so there's something to it. Okay, well, let's head back to the main chamber. It's a bit excessive. I don't even know if this works. Hey, Din's fire does pop bubbles. That's good to know. I don't know in what situation you would need to do so, but we have the information now at least. That's good. So I'm gonna head back. I wonder if there's not another place for me to... Hold on, is this part of the overworld? It is part of the overworld, perfect. So the map is useless. My favorite part, honestly. I haven't tried shooting it with the... I didn't figure that was gonna do anything. I'm really hoping that I wasn't supposed to leave that enemy alive or something. I mean, it seems pretty well put together, the game, as far as, like, not getting you in trouble or anything. When in doubt, spin about, indeed. It's a great mantra. Good mantra. Oh, hold on. Oh, I can shoot through that. I see. Clever. Interesting. Well, I wasn't expecting that. That was a little out there. That surely opened the door, right? All right, we're good. Fantastic. I like that. Wait, is it watery in here? No. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm not floating, so it must not be. Hey, yo, what up, Octorok? Ow! Octorok. No, you don't understand. I don't have a shield. Ah, that one drunk guy wishes he was this skilled. Alright, bud. You gotta go. You're gonna cause what we might call issues later. You've accepted your fate, haven't you? Hey, I'll make this quick. Me making it quick, apparently. What do you do? Raise the water level. No, that makes sense. I see. I'm supposed to use that to get up. Hold on. It's a bop. Okay, so we hit this and then we go up here? Question mark? And then we use that to get up to that section? I have a better idea because we have the long shot. Take it easy if you don't come back in time. I will. I'm ready to live, man. Like I said, it probably won't be a very long stream, but I wanted to hop on and but we don't even need to hurry. I was wondering why we needed to hurry so much when there was just like a very obvious a very obvious shortcut here. Where are you going? Yeah. Get down from there. But yeah, enjoy your dinner. Hope it's good. No, this is great gameplay. And thus great content, obviously. Why do I care? Oh, I see. We can't actually interact with that. We can't get through here. Huh. Okay, fair enough. Unless I wouldn't have actually noted this. Wait, there's no way. Have we hit this already? No. We've not been in this room. I don't think. Okay, anyway. I'm just gonna... We'll play it by ear. Can I see the thing from here? I sure can. Now, if I can hit it, that's another story. Not guaranteed. Damn, bummer. Can I just get up from here? Nope. Oh boy, Chet, we're in the wait camp again. If we have hover boots, we might be able to speed this up a little bit. No, we'll end up taking more time if I mess it up. All right. Anyway, in the meantime, so I want to explain a little bit as to why. Hey, Newbornkilik, why are you on YouTube today? If you don't know, Twitch is being a big doo-doo butter. Ad lib, man. Sometimes they're you say things. But yeah, I mean it's true. Sometimes they are big doo-doo butter, and they're doing dumb shit, and I'm not sure if I really appreciate what they're doing. Not the least of which, it's impossible to get seen over there. And I mean, my roots were on YouTube anyway, so we'll see what happens. I'm wondering if this isn't a destroy all the enemies area. They've been very liberal with their with some of those eye switches up there. Like they've actually been in a really interesting spot once in a while. Actually gonna check up. Not for the least of which I could use a little alcove of magic if it's all the same to you. Still can't interact with that. I was kind of honestly worried I was gonna get sucked through, and then would have to go back through all that again. But luckily, it does not seem to be the case. So chat, anyone got any plans for the weekend? I know most of you are at work, so no pressure. But as for me, I think Zara's got some plans this weekend, so I'm gonna put my nose to the books, man. I'm gonna nail out some work, make YouTube, you know, make these streams just as fun as they are over on Twitch, because unfortunately we do lose access to a lot of like boss fights and stuff like that, and like that's not good. You know, we don't like that. But I believe that we can do just the same over here, and it would be nice to have the option. Now, would I actually keep up on any sort of optimization that I do over here? That remains to be seen, but you know, it occurs to me that I still have really no clue where to go. I mean, yeah, I'm here, and like this is neat. I like this area, but like, what does it do for me? Well, given the trend of please shoot through everything, I'm guessing I have to shoot through something, which means I have to have my feet on the ground, because you can't shoot if you're not on the ground. But then what? Unless this was just for the rupees, in which case, not helpful. Like, they're not even big silver rupees, so they're not connected to anything. Assumedly. Let's do some, looking. I'm guessing whatever we're looking for would most likely be in a location that we could not see from there. Wait, this is actually the... Oh, that's the green side. We've already done the green side. Like, there might still be something over there, but I'm not sure. Okay. Well, back to the other room then, I suppose. I'm not fully convinced that that's a dead end, honestly. In fact, I'm fairly unconfident that that is a dead end. Is that another door? No, this is the door I came in from. Which still could be a, you know, still could be good for me, but still. No. I swear, sometimes the angles on these And these shells are just kind of like, they're really, really difficult to hit sometimes. And I'm not sure why. Okay, so this is the blue side. I wonder if there's not a thing under it, maybe? Could I hit the switch again, maybe? I would still need some place to stand. I'm trying to remember if we did anything that would have made the water flow. Not really. I mean, we can clearly see it's not flowing. Any goodies? Negative. Alright, let me under. So like I said, the only thing I can think of is there's a switch we have to hit somewhere. Relatively in the area-ish. And yet, Dominique, what Zelda game? This is called The Legend of Zelda: The Sealed Palace. It is, it was released, I think, early last month. And it is pretty good. I mean, a lot of people talk about how the new Nintendo games and stuff really hold your hand. This one does not. At all. In fact, we've gotten lost multiple times for multiple different reasons. And most of it is because the map just doesn't exist in certain parts. And that's okay, but it also uses directions like, hey, we should head north. And I'm like, great. What does that mean? Explain to me, please, this north that you speak of. Eventually we found our way, but it was just, it really likes using like cardinal directions like that. And like I said, good, but not obvious at all. Like we had to take this. So we came in from this direction into this main chamber and went out to the left over there. And this door here to this hallway is locked. What we had to do was shoot an arrow through these water walls and hit that thing. Which, I mean, doesn't really seem like a puzzle you might see in like a normal Zelda game. But, I mean, it was good, sure. Oh, hold on, actually, this might be it. Yeah, because we know we can shoot through this stuff. That makes the water flow. Wow, that's all I had to do, huh? Alright. Always making things more complicated than they need to be. It's kind of my staple, really. That is what I do, after all. No Octoroks, please. Don't do it. No. Do not hit. This is unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. It'll just take an hour and a half. No! Let me alone. Stop it. Oh, I'm busy. Goodness. Okay. Don't do it. No, don't hit me. Don't have a shield, right? Too big and wrinkly. You know. I mean, to be fair, I did try to hit that that switch before, if that's what you're talking about. I did it with a hook shot. And everyone knows that switches are allergic to hook shots. If you don't know this, then unfortunate. Oh, this is so cool. No! That was close, chat. Thank goodness, I just happen to have the hover boots on still. Okay, that's good, I guess. All right, neighbor's love. We can finally get into the fire temple. Which is a bit of a weird sentence to say, but it is. Oh, big booba. All right, let me down. No, Link. We're done looking at them. Let us down. Is that a fairy fountain? Hold on, I wonder if I can actually get those fairies. I feel like I tried jumping off here before. Maybe I didn't jump off. I don't remember. Okay, you just kind of leave. That's fair. So now we can go to... Hold on, let me see if I can remember the song. Brain activated, chat. Fantastic. How about you go around city with you? No, nugget. It is far too hot. Wow, you confuse me with someone who cares. I'm not saying that I am going to try to do this whole temple without, without, without the fire tunic or without the red tunic. I have a red tunic, I just don't want to use it. I have no reason to not... Well, that's gonna complicate things, isn't it? Out of magic. I think there was a shop around here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I think the shop was over this way. Wow, I don't remember at all. We have fire arrows now. Have I stopped this guy when he's small? Probably just gives me another tunic, I would assume. He just fell off. Well, rolled off. I'm assuming he meant to do that. I thought it was a little embarrassing, but I'm assuming he meant to do that. Where was the shop? It was pretty obvious. I think it was over here. Okay. Yeah, because it's like the easiest place to get to, and I'm pretty sure the shop was like the first place that I went in as soon as I entered. Hey, it's shop time. What were we supposed to do with the poacher's saw? I mean, it seems like it follows the vanilla quest line pretty close, so I'm assuming it is, it's just that. Hey, can I... You don't sell magic. Great. Okay. Useless then. Where do they sell magic? I'm trying to think of if there's like a spawn that I've seen that will definitely give me magic, or if it's just kind of, just kind of gotta wander around and hope I find it. I've never run out of magic on this game. I mean, I've run out of magic in general, but hold on. Time to get the boy. Oh, never mind, he's not coming back. I thought he'd come back around this way. I guess let's explore around here for a second. Out into the icy cold with ye. I want to say the ice enemies can drop some magic. I think. Pretty sure I've seen them do it. Usually they just drop rupees, but... Fun fact, did you know that you are more likely, at least in some Zelda games, to get things that you don't have any of? I would like to enter? No, I'm not allowed? Alright, that's fine. I don't need it. So I think I'm gonna hit this loading zone and see if I can get one more jar of magic. And after that, we should be good to head in. I don't want to have to use Nehru's Love. Like, I don't want to come back out, because I'm assuming we're going to have to use Nehru's Love more than once. Given that they made it seem important. Important enough that they put an entire, like, signpost at the very beginning. Alright. Yeah, I see you, Timer. Alright, I'm a little busy. Actually, I think there's a fairy around here. We do have an empty bottle. Well, would you look at that? Everything works out just fine, assuming I don't mess up catching the fairy, which is a thing that I do chronically. I don't know what it is about the fairies in Ocarina of Time specifically. Majora's Mask, no problem. I can get those fairies just fine. Hey, yo, rock. Do look like a tasty rock, I'll give them that. I can understand why they put that beaut on a pedestal. But anyway. What was I saying? I don't know. Try and remember what to say. Challenge, difficulty, impossible. Alright, show me the goods. You don't take damage from these things at all? I thought you still got damaged by them. They just... Well, you still got knocked back, I thought. Interesting. I wonder if that's that way in vanilla as well. I'm a little short on time. I guess I shouldn't be dinking around too much, huh? It's interesting that this doesn't give you protection from the heat. Oh yeah, no, we're still going. Is that a like? Why? Oh no, it's a slug. Alright. Fine, I'll put the tunic on. The shield stays off during sex, though. Absolutely not. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Bombs seem important. Okay, so that opens up from down there. I'm not sure exactly what that does for me, if I'm honest. And I just don't have the information yet. I wonder if we're not pounding down pillars. I mean, that's what we had to do in the original. So, like, that would make sense. Ah, you void out immediately. Got it. It's fair enough. I mean, it do be lava, after all. Chat, lava and magma have been, like, one of my... Oh my god, it's, like, one of my biggest fears, dude. I don't know if I would call it an irrational fear, but, like, the thought of... Alright, I understand. That is not what I meant to do. Anyway, as I was going to say, the idea of, like, being around magma or, like, being consumed in magma, fucking terrifies me. I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to do that. I have a strong feeling I wasn't supposed to do that. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. There's, like, nothing over here anyway. It's just supplies. Health, as it were. So I wonder if this isn't... Yeah, this must be where destroying that that rock comes into place then. Yeah, so we're on the other side now. I'm gonna assume that there's more... Yeah, so there's a locked door over there. Great. There's actually a bomb on the far side too. Interesting. I'll blow it up for funsies, I guess. Interesting. I wonder if that means... Oh, there's a chest over there. I wonder if that means that there's different kinds of bombs. Like bomb chews, some of them that do interact with... Some of them that do interact with arrows, and the other ones that that don't. I don't think I can hookshot over that. I'm guessing that's the map or something. And given this is a new temple... Oh, no, actually, that's the one I destroyed earlier, right? Yeah, because we came around this way and got here. Okay, I see. So I could go get the map. I have the long shot, so it'd be relatively safe. Kind of want to go... I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna void out real quick. It should put me right next to it. Don't do it. What'd I tell you? You never listen. Listen never. Try to listen challenge. Difficulty impossible. Show me a map. Map or compass, one or the other. Soma, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I actually just saw a comment from you the other day, and I was like, man, I haven't seen them in a little while. How's it going? Like, man, I hope they're, you know, still around, still chilling and stuff. It kind of, like, I know that totally sounds staged, but I promise it's not. It's just really good timing, I guess. But yeah, welcome to the stream. How's it going? I think it was... Oh, my Tootsies hit it. I guess if my Tootsies hit magma, I'd probably scream and die in pain too. So, that, you know, fair enough. Fair play. I was wrong to doubt you, Link. But yeah, I think I was saying it earlier, before I get distracted by the map. Magma is like, dude, no thanks. Imagine like swimming through mud, but it's burning you. Yeah, no thanks. To hope and Dark Hyrule Fantasy sees the light someday. I mean, we can hope, but Yeah, there's so many just projects from a lot of Zelda creators that unfortunately never get finished. It is truly a bummer. But yeah, I mean, oh, nice, a nice, cool, relaxing breeze. Great. I mean, I feel like I would enjoy it at this point. I'd probably put your system into shock, I guess. Too cold, as it were. Would it feel nice if it didn't kill you? Talked to the creator 2 years ago. He said he was really close to being finished back then. Samurai Jack, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, that's awesome. It had a lot of promise. And, I mean, there were some areas that I kind of cheesed my way into I totally wasn't supposed to get into. And I was very, very happy with them. Like, they seemed relatively polished, even for areas that, like, weren't supposed to be ready yet. Like, there was a whole... I made a video on it, I think, but if you go to the boss of the tutorial or whatever, and you save the game manually, and then reset your console, you'll be spawned into a different level that isn't supposed to be in the beta. I mean, maybe they did know about it, and they're just like, it'll be a sneaky Easter egg, and it was like a really cool moment when I realized that you could do that. I don't remember who told me about that, though. But yes, unfortunately, Zelda mods have kind of taken a hit lately. I feel I keep noticing that my laser keeps going on the far side of that, and I'm really wondering if I can't cheese that somehow. Yeah, I mean, the project seems awesome. I hope it finishes up. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about it. There have been a lot of like Project ISO is gone. There's so many projects, especially from like my first couple of YouTube videos were on some of those, like some of those really early Zelda mods. I really miss them, but I can't blame someone for not wanting to complete something when Nintendo can be a bit pessimistic when it comes to modding. They don't like it that much. There's always randos, indeed. Yes, I haven't played a Zelda rando in quite some time, honestly. Not for any reason, really. I've kind of been on other stuff. I've actually taken a break from streaming, even over on Twitch, just because I kind of just need the mental time, you know? Am I supposed to throw a bomb over there? No. How about we don't? Okay, I see. I need to be faster. Thought I was being relatively quick. Nope, not even close. Alright, so I think coming from this direction is the way to go. Could I hover boots this, maybe? I don't really think it does anything for me. Where did that land? Ah, I see. Got it. Need to conserve magic, which is generally not a problem that I run into too much of. But I still have, you know, the I'm definitely not compensating for anything magic bar. And I usually say that in regards to the opposite, the large magic bar. But in this case, it's actually not compensating for anything. It is the normal size of a magic bar. Alright, so the floor tiles attack me. Great. Do not do that. Do not. Zara and I have been saying it in that accent a lot lately. Ow, fucker. That's enough. Alright, you know what? Oh, that was probably a little too close. What, you want something to snack on, buddy? How about a bomb? Okay, he doesn't like bombs, apparently. My friend is dead. It is Kit Boga's fault. Yeah. I'd feel bad for him, but I have no mercy for schemers. What, hookshot, probably? No, really? I was really actually expecting that to be the answer. Ah. If not hookshot, then switch. Let me try that one again, Link, buddy. Maybe try aiming a little bit better next time. Hey, Azar and I have been on kind of a big Kit Boga kick as of late. I think I've seen every single one of his videos. He does like scam baiting and stuff. Poke things in the eye. Exactly. Exactly. It's a car. What that key doing? I can make this shortcut. What are the consequences if I don't? Huh? Oh, I die? Oh, no. Okay. Well, maybe this won't work. I don't know. That would at least line me up. Actually, hold on. This feels like a thing they want me to do now. Oh, yeah. No, they definitely anticipated me to do this. Oh, yeah. No, it's no problem. Easy. Alright. Anywho, that's what. Yeah, I've actually been contemplating getting back into doing YouTube Let's Plays. Especially now that I'm kind of like taking a small like step back from streaming. I have a little bit more time to do it. I might, might be kind of fun. There's definitely, a lot of people have said that there's a different feel to it. And I can see that. I didn't really want to admit it at first, because like in theory, they shouldn't be all that different. But they end up being quite different. Now, for whatever reason. I mean, both are good. I think both are fun, but something I have considered. Hey, yo, can I get another frozen treat, please? Nope, no treats? Okay. I'm out then. No treats for me? I was gonna say something. I don't know exactly what it was, but anyway. So, I'm guessing... Okay, I land there. Then I can hover boots across. I don't know if I'm supposed to have the hover boots at this point. Or if it's just like a it makes it easier thing. It doesn't seem... It seems like this actually... It does seem like this game does a pretty good job of... Those are iron boots. That is a great way to meet Jesus. So is apparently trying to do this. If I can hookshot onto anything. I doubt it. Back, what's the goal currently? Not get toasted by lava. Make these blind jumps. Okay, I might be overcomplicating this. I wonder if I can't just make this jump. It might be spaced properly. I think it is spaced properly. Good game design, then. That sounded like sarcasm. It wasn't. Let me just be careful. No. Don't do it. Treacherous, chat. Very treacherous. You wouldn't just run off the edge here, would you? Wouldn't think about it. Hey, I actually didn't think about it. I was honestly setting up for the clip, but hey, I mean, I'll take it. What are this? Forgot I fixed it. Hey, it's the boy. Alright. Easy traversal. For the inevitability when we fall into the lava 3 more times. bet we can use this. Hold on. We fall into the lava 2 more times. Wait a second. Damn it, Bobby. I see. How much do I want to fight this? Or do I just want to take the easy way back? I think I'm just going to actually take the health. I know I have a fairy, so I'll die. Or so I won't die, I'll be resurrected. But one time that's going to be a pain in the ass. Interesting. Put that in mind. Hearts? Ooh, hearts. Love it. Very cool. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to like to like look at some of the I thought you were supposed to, where'd the scarecrow buddy go? What was the point of me putting you there? Oh, but anyway, yeah, I used to like think about what it would be like to be in certain situations that the video game character was in. And this was always one of the ones that I hated the most, because it's like, you don't respawn if you fall in the lava. Like, you just kind of die. That's just it. And that's terrifying to me. I know I keep going on about this. Oh, I don't like lava. Yeah, obviously it's a fucking force of nature. Can I hookshot onto you, buddy? Might I use your body, please? No. Okay. Fair enough. I asked because I wanted you to be comfortable with it, alright? So, there. I wish we had like a reverse hookshot. I want to say, was it Oracle Seasons or Ages that had something similar to that? It was a really cool idea. I am in the lava again. Toes burnt to a crisp. Link's toes were never found again. Weird. Convection. On the plus side, if you just had a cake with you, you'd probably, you know, you could just make it in here. It's probably 450 in here. Probably hotter, actually. Probably way hotter. I'm actually curious. I'm also about to die. What temperature is it inside of a volcano? 1,000 degrees Celsius. 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit for all of my fellow Freedom Unit users. Also, I love the fact that that's a meme now. People just say, yeah, in Freedom Units. I imagine that, some people get upset about that. It's super funny. Ah, yes, the switch hook. That's it. It was a really cool... I'm kind of bummed that we don't see that in any other game. Pretty sure it's just that one game. I never played a lot of the handheld ones. I played Seasons, Ages. I want to say I did DX? No, I'm just saying words at this point. I don't know what that means exactly. Was there a DX? Link's Awakening DX, I think. I don't even know if I played it, though. Anyway, yeah, great idea. Bummed out that it never came back. I mean, I guess it is kind of just like, just a hookshot plus, that you can only really use one. Actually, I guess it is better than, it's just downright better than a hookshot. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because you can also go back. Oh no, I'm in the US. Yeah. That's why I said, for my fellow Freedom Unit users. I'm not sure why people get upset about that when they're like, oh, freedom units. Ugh. I don't even know if people do get upset about it. That's kind of what we like to yell at people. We're free. Yeah, I guess. I mean, technically, yes, we are. We're doing better than a lot of places, that's for sure. Never even heard of that meme? Yeah. So people will be like, yeah, you know, like Celsius and stuff like that and whatnot. And they're like, yeah, you know, 10 degrees Celsius versus, you know, 9 million degrees Fahrenheit or whatever the it's some dumb conversion. And they're like, YouTubers like to do it when they're like, yeah, and for my freedom people, here's it in freedom units. Because the US needs to be different, and God forbid, oh, sorry, everyone forbid, including God, that we don't just use the metric system. That would be too hard. Far too difficult. I'm glad the world understands. Ooh, cool. Hold up, is that dangerous? Chad, that looks dangerous. Is this the thing that I'm supposed to, Here, a skitter. It's Volvagia, I'm pretty sure. Neat. Ew, you have fleas. Disgusting. Hold up, I got you, homie. No one deserves fleas. Fucking hate fleas, real talk. I mean, not that I know anyone that's like, ah, yes, fleas, my favorite. I gotta go pet my fleas now. This is fine. This is good. It's actually a positive thing I'm doing right now. Ow, it does hurt. Since when? Problem is, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with this information. I mean, I don't have the hammer yet, so it might be nothing right now. Okay. No. Ah. We're back at the beginning, chat. I mean, yeah, like, it would definitely be a thing, you know, but, I mean, we have the money to do it. We just don't want to. Cool. I was, damage boosting for health. That's it. That's what I just wanted to use this fairy. Get it out of the inventory, set it free in a boiling hot volcano. Pay no mind to the location that I set the fairy free. I just think it's kind of interesting that we like didn't start with the metric system. It just seems strange. And don't get me wrong, it gives us some solid memes. My favorite meme is, well, one of my favorite memes about the metric system, or about the imperial system, I think is what it's called, is it'll be like a bunch of people and they'll be like, ah, yes, we're talking in, you know, centimeters, meters, decimeters. Americans look around like, what is going on? What's a decimeter? Anyway, and they say, Americans, and then it's just a picture of a foot. Is good meme. No, why are you going that way? Come here. Fine, I'll go around. Show you. And he goes back in. Easy. I want to say the magnetic gloves might have been what I was... Oh, actually, I think the magnetic gloves were what I was thinking of specifically. I mean, they were very, like, similar similar in functionality. English is hard, what can I say? No, get down from there. You don't want to be up there. With the exception is that, I mean, you could only use one of them. Well, I guess you'd have to switch back over. Hmm. Apparently you can use bombs too. I was actually just thinking about that. How that was a thing that I learned. It was probably for something that we did on stream, because we do weird stuff. Maybe we learned that during the bomb challenge, I think? I don't remember. Also, I never really got to see what these guys' model looks like. Like when they're not wreathed in fire. They look kind of goofy. Maybe in the minimap challenge? That could be. Oh, we still haven't finished that, chat, and I'm dreading it. We'd have to restart. I don't think I have that file anymore. Oh boy. That's a disaster. Okay. Next, I guess. Oh, there is another one. Okay. Next. The Megaton Hammer Room. We'll just do it again. It was easy, chat. Chat, what's so difficult about doing the Megaton Hammer Room, running in a non-perfect circle while you can't see the screen? It's not that big of a deal. Just do it again, forehead. It's not like it was one of my better achievements in gaming. Whatever. It's not. Yeah, it's not like that. It did take some time, though, didn't it? Nah, that was really hard. You know, yeah, I wanted to be on this side anyway. I love the firewalls. Again with the scarecrow? I saw Navi go up there. Hey, there they are. Great. I don't know what that does for me right now, because I'm pretty sure I need to... Can I be of assistance to you? Well, now you're just being an asshole. Oh, hit and run, I see. Okay. You were being awfully cool until you saw a chance. Little opportunist, huh? Oh my god, what was that timing? Actually perfect timing. I'm pretty sure I was invincible for most of that. Ah, the Z-Lock challenge, yes. It was something. I'm supposed to have a chat on screen over to the left. I'm just gonna pop this out. Clearly, my setup is not working right now, so. There. I guess that'll have to do. I've always kind of hated the little slugs. Which is weird, because I like regular slugs. They're kind of gross. But, like, not in the cool way that slugs are gross, you know? Like, they're just... eh. I think it's how they kind of, they go, like, all over the place, you know? It's icky. I don't like it. Ah, it's you again. Yeah, see you later. They're slimy, indeed. I am throwing. Chat? Oh, snails. I love snails. I mean, slugs are fine. Snails, though. We have a lot of snails around my house, and I love them. They get into my plants, which is kind of annoying, but I'm like, fair enough. Leave me alone, dude. Snails are great. I once found, like, the smallest snail possible. It was absolutely microscopic. Okay, that's an exaggeration. It was really tiny, though. How many times can I run into the same wall until you guys leave stream? Is the answer one more time? Here I go. But if I have a map, why is it not showing up? Oh. I just don't get a mini map here. That's fine. I didn't need a mini map. I don't think we've ever had a mini map here. Now that I'm thinking about it. Seymour? That's a good name for a snail. Seymour the snail. Sometimes whenever I bring my plants in, they'll have snails on them. And like it gets really cold outside and I know they're fine, but I always feel kind of bad. So I have to like leave them out there. Because our dog will eat them. He apparently thinks they're just real tasty. I can't say I've tried, so well, maybe they are. I guess that's just escargot, isn't it? Roughly. What are this? Is that the hammer? No. Okay. Okay, hit the switch, and then... I don't think we can get there from here, though. Feels like a hook shot thing. I guess I can go over that way, take out the slug. The slug. While the Simpsons themselves may be old, the steamed hams meme is not. I mean, I guess it's old in internet time. It's like ancient internet time, but it's still quality meme, in my opinion. Okay, so we can go from there to there. And also hop up here, maybe? I see. Okay, okay. I like it. I love those mechanics when they have you do stuff like that. Like throw bombs into places. It just feels good. Yeah, that was some spaghetti, but that's okay. We like spaghetti here. Downlink. Oh, you just did the good thing. Now don't do the bad thing. I see. So I should have paid further attention as to what that did. Oops. Should be able to hop up here anyway. And maybe some health? Yeah, health. I guess we're low on health. That's pretty much the only thing it could have been. We don't really need bombs or arrows, so... I kind of just want to wing it. I doubt we can make that, though. We've seen how some of the ledges are on this mod. They can be kind of rough, honestly. I actually don't know if we can make that from here. It seems safe. But there have been a couple of runs that have seemed safe. Fantastic. I love that for me. It's a solid meme. Exactly. No, it's just the Northern Lights. You don't know what the Northern Lights look like, guys. It's okay. I've never seen them either. Not in person. Chat, you ever think that maybe, like... Okay, so what if there was, like, a thing that you thought you knew from, like, pictures and stuff, but it was actually wildly different? And, like, cameras just couldn't capture it. You know what I mean? Like, what if it was just something just looked completely different, but it just was captured in a way that looked weird? These are the things that keep me out of the really good colleges. But, oof. Politics. Oh, no. Someone said the P word. Nah, but it's true, though. Unfortunately. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Alright, can I get a hammer, please? I'd love to have a hammer. Hammer moment. Unless this is a trap. It's a really, really, really elaborate, well-built-up trap. You need two hands to swing it. I have no intention of elaboration. You don't really need one. I live in this world. I know what things are like. Oh yeah, we should save. And we'll do an hourglass as well. You gonna bother me? I should have known. Heart? Heart. I will take your heart now, thank you. Also, Tears of the Kingdom got me spoiled. I'm not gonna spoil... Well, I'm not gonna spoil anything from Tears of the Kingdom, but I can go down. Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, sure. I looked at that structure and I was like, okay, I'll just ascend through that. That's fine. Even when he wears the golden gauntlets. That's the weird thing, isn't it? Maybe it's just like... Maybe it's not necessarily how heavy it is. It's just like... It's just large and unwieldy, maybe? I mean, look, I don't have the answers here. I think it would be great if you could, if you had the ability to just really fall damage. Wow, that was terrible. But yeah, if you just had the ability to, like, primary wield the hammer. I don't even think it's all that strong, actually, compared to the Master Sword. I think it's about the same. Some enemies it might do more damage to, but I don't remember for sure. Hammer? So I totally agree with the Ascend, by the way. It's super good. Sorry, my eyes are bothering me. I did like a ton of yard work yesterday, and then we went to the dog park. I love the dog park, don't get me wrong, but yeah, like when I overexert myself, I get really fucking... Ooh, 2 sucky boys, not just the 1 sucky boy, the two boy combo. Guess I should stop messing around before I lose my tunic, huh? Woo, they suck. Damblage. It looks like one came out of the other one. I was gonna say something. Don't remember what it was. Wasn't important. Give me potato salad. Show me potato salad. That's the word. That's the phrase. Is this a frozen treat again? Yeah, we did the thing. Gorb. What in tarnation's going on in here? Why are there pots everywhere? Yeah, obviously that happened. Look, if there weren't so many pots, I wouldn't have seen it coming. You bamboozled yourself. I mean, I'm still gonna destroy all the pots, but not a very good trap. That was a moment of trying to hide the trap too much. Why it looks suspicious. Ugh. Oh! I don't think no, I haven't told you because it was just yesterday. So there was a cat that I found when well, that was kind of like the hotel cat whenever I was working at the hotel. And I live, you know, a little ways away from the hotel, like within walking distance if you know the right shortcuts. And I haven't seen this cat in like 3 years. I found him in the field right next to my house. So now I'm hoping if I keep going out there at roughly the same time, I can just get him to keep coming over here because Zara loves cats and really wants to pet Soft Cat. But unfortunately, our cat doesn't really like being pet. why would I go this way? Do I want to go this way? No. That was pointless. Don't do it, idiot. You damn bamboozled yourself that time. So yeah, we got the key. We can just go back. I'm guessing this is a shortcut, maybe? I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna go this way, though. And there's a chest in here that I'm assuming is going to be the... And you're done for. What method of death would you prefer? I'm thinking... side hammering. Yes. Yeah, side hammering. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, so we should be able to head through this door and it'll be on the other side, I think. In here somewhere. Okay, first off, you just don't belong here. You don't make any sense in this environment. Whoa, I love that for me. So nice when you can just kill him from the front. Boss key should be right here to the right. Question mark? Wait, hold on, what? Well, I guess not. Am I looking at the wrong level here? I am looking at the wrong level here. No, I'm looking at the right level. That was the hallway, and the hallway led into this room. So the boss key should be, like in one of these corners. Maybe it's below. I hadn't really considered that. It would have to be pretty tricky to get it if it were going to be below, though. That could be it, chat. Right there. Ah, I see this as well. Yo, I'm curious what this door is. Not a chance. Never. I had a feeling, chat. I don't think I've ever been bamboozled by one of them, and I don't plan on starting today. I do plan on dying, however, to this guy. I'm at 50 Skulltulas. Keep that in mind. Alright, hook shot. Actually, I think I'm gonna need the hook shot later. And obviously we're gonna need the hammer, because that's the item of the area. There we go. For whatever reason, I know we needed, yeah, we needed a thing earlier. The hook shot earlier. Ah, there's it. There it is. This is gonna hurt. Take this later, dude. Idiot. Oh yeah, one last ha 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 ha. Thanks. How do you expect me to get here? Maybe I might be able to shoot it with a fire arrow? The angle seems off, but I seem to remember this being possible from vanilla. Or something similar to this. Yeah, it's fine. Right. Oh, that's what it did. Okay. Super happy about that. Alright, boss key obtained. Unless it's the rare boss chest trap. I don't think I've ever seen it, but it would be a pretty good bamboozle if someone ever decided to do it. Alright, time to go fight Volvagia. I just wanted to reset, it's fine. It's fine, chat. So I've noticed that they like to remove cheese from some of the boss fights, and I'm curious what they did with this fight to remove some of the cheese. Alright, some hearts. Appreciate it. I think I'm gonna run the circuit another time and just, I guess it'll fill me up on hearts, so yeah, it's a great idea. We could just go into the pot room here. Do you respawn? You do not. All right, fair enough. All right, this is the hearts we got for this fight. I'll just play good. Oh, hell yeah, vanilla. Easy. Ooh, what is this? Wait, not vanilla. Okay, okay. I really like this temple setup. I appreciate how they took the time to make like really cool boss arenas. There's not much reason for them to open up the top like that and put like some of those crenellations and stuff up there, or like all those structures and whatnot, but I appreciate it. The third temple was like that as well. It was essentially the inside of Jabu Jabu's belly, but they put like flesh chandeliers and stuff in there. It was really neat. It was disgusting. Don't get me wrong, it was awful, but in a good way, in a well put together way. Oh yes, I'll have to watch out for you. Won't I? A surprising amount of people don't know you can do that. I was one of them for a while, honestly. So, no shade, but yeah. Hold on, do you say anything special? Nope. I don't know its weak point. It doesn't have one, chat. It's too scary. Well. And we're completely safe. Oh, they're back already. Wait, it just didn't do the rocks thing. Interesting. That's one of the more annoying parts of that fight is the rock part. Which, interestingly enough, you can literally just avoid outright if you just hang off the side. Alright, there should be last cycle, I think, even without crouch stabs. Ow. That one move, dude. When she flips her hair around, I swear. That attack gets me more than anything else. You wouldn't know it, but Volvagia's is actually a pretty dangerous boss. Her fire breath does like... I think it does like an insane amount of hearts, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you have to get hit by it first, but at least there was a mod where it did like 7 hearts of damage. Something ridiculous. A heart container. Alright, let me out of here. Let's go talk to a Goron we've never met. Because they didn't really set up the relationship with the sages in this mod. Fair enough. I mean, they had other stuff to worry about, but still. Chamber of the Sages. That means we just have to go to the Gerudo Desert now. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate what you did. Thank you on behalf of the entire Goron race. You turned out to be a real man, just as I thought you would. It's my fault, or my responsibility to make you a man. I'm the reason you turned out the way you did. Anyway, by the way, I, the wild Darunia, have been a sage of fire all along. Isn't that funny, brother? Lamp. Well, it must be what they call destiny. Nothing has made me happier than helping you seal the evil here. He got a little piratey. Hey, brother, take this. You know what doesn't make me miss the failed Zelda project is the fucking spiders that it had in it. I hated them. Every ounce of my being hated them. I don't like them to today. They're disgusting, terrible, bad, and awful. And I'm pretty sure they had to nerf them in like a slightly later patch because they could grab onto you immediately. Imagine, okay, for those that don't know what spiders I'm talking about, imagine a re-dead that approached you, didn't get stunned, and could grab you during your attacks. So a re-dead that's fast, essentially, and was hyper-aggressive. The spiders were a menace. I think we're thinking of the same one, right? If not, the sentiment is the same. Oh no, that was Project ISO. Was Zelda, was that the pirate-themed one? I should really go back and play some of these old mods. I don't even know if I could find them anymore, unfortunately. I think a lot of them got, like, the hammer. That could be a really fun stream, actually. Because a lot of them are pretty short. I don't know. But anyway, that is all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. It's helped me an awful lot. I'll be streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch. I don't know if I'll be doing one over the other, but yeah, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna head off to my weekend. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful weekend as well. Anyway, it had a Temple of Light dungeon. I think we're thinking of the same one. That's the one with the spiders. That was back when I still said stay classy. But anyway, I'm Newbornkilik. See you in the next one. I'm out.